Hey guys, welcome back to Cephalon Cast. So, Virgil got into the BFA beta finally.
I did. This is actually the first Warcraft beta I've been in.
Yeah, I've never been in one. So, the only like beta I was in, besides like the ones that I've had to pay to get into.
Oh, like Dauntless.
Yeah, with Dauntless. But I was in the Here's the Storm Alpha.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's a funny story about that. Like, Mark and I were just talking, and he's like, "Man, I wish I would get a beta invite." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be nice. I haven't ever gotten a beta invite." And he was like, I need to get I forgot the password to my email, so I need to go check that." And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna amuse myself and check my email. Sure enough, it was in a tab that I never even check because Google splits it up.
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
So it was actually like under the promotion tab.
Okay,
So,
makes sense.
So yeah, I technically got the invite last week, but didn't find out about it until this week. So I don't know when they're gonna pull off the beta, but I do have access to it for right now.
Oh, cool.
And I've been
And this is like the last edition before it.
yeah. So considering that yesterday, they put the patch 8.0 on the PTR, so anyone can go play it. I think this is the last iteration. I think they're going to be doing more changes. Like they still have to fix some more classes.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, instead of fixing the classes in alpha like they should have done, like address class changes first and then move into the rest of the content, they're like, we're going to put out all the content and then wait till the last minute to fix the classes. But we'll talk more about the BFA changes in next week's episode.
Yeah, after you get some time to play through it, and I'll do some of my own research.
Yeah, hopefully I have this really annoying bug right now. One of the quests that I'm going through, right, because right now I'm playing on my Alliance Death Knight. So I'm in Kulturas, and one of the quests I need to turn in the stupid NPC that you turn in the quest to. Anytime you get even close to it, it just disappears.
Just despawns?
Yes.
Like you go into like a different instance and...
Yeah, so like I can walk far enough away back to where, you know, it shows like the text comes up for a new place.
Yeah.
And you can look across and you can see the guy there, but as soon as you enter that instance, it's gone. I put in a couple bug reports. I've tried dropping the quest and redoing it. It's just
not working out.
Yeah, so I mean, but is to be expected. It's beta. I'm doing my job reporting bugs, so I'm just glad I get to do that.
Yeah.
But it's also been a pretty exciting week for you too, right?
Yeah, Sacrifice came out.
Yeah.
Finally. It was good. It was good.
Really good.
Thursday was a good night.
Yeah, you messaged me and you're like, "It's out!" And I'm like, I'm trying to go to bed. But you're like, no, Virgil, get on now.
It's like, it's out. Virgil's out. You're lucky we're not roommates. It's like, I would
You would just bang on the door like, "Wake up!"
like, get your ass out of bed. There's work to be done.
We're going to war.
Dude.
Also this week,
E3.
E3. I mean, it was a pretty big letdown.
Yeah, like, of all the years I've been playing video games and paying attention to E3, this is the first year where I was kind of disappointed in literally everything. Everything. Yeah, like it's just it. To me, it wasn't a good year. Like, the most exciting thing that I'm excited for is Fallout 76. And...
yeah, I'm not... okay, so with the Fallout games, I'll sometimes play them. Like 3. 3 is actually the only one that I've played through and beat. Well, quote-unquote beat. I haven't done, like, the... DLC stuff, but I've gone through the main story and I played a little bit of 4. So Fallout's one of those games that it's like, yeah, you know, I see the appeal. I just don't like it. I prefer the Elder Scrolls over Fallout.
We got that teaser for Elder Scrolls 6.
If you could call it a teaser.
It was a teaser. Like, it probably won't come out till 2020 at the earliest, but
I think they're going to release their space one and then move into 6.
I watched a documentary on Bethesda. Just no clip on YouTube if you want to look it up. But they were actually embedded while they were making Fallout 76. So like that has its own documentary, but then they went into like the history of Bethesda. They're at a point now where they've built up a team big enough where they can work on a couple projects at once.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good, right?
Because then maybe we can actually see, not, okay, Skyrim came out 5 years later, Fallout came out 5 years later.
Yeah, Skyrim came out again. Oh, did you see that? It was a little skit.
Yeah, the Skyrim Ultimate Edition.
Alexa edition.
Yeah, it's like, oh, drink a health potion. You are out of health potions. All right, how many wheels of cheese do I have? 482. Eat all the cheese. No, that was good, but I think we actually have a list up of some of the game announcements from E3, so we can, I figured we could just sit down and kind of go through that.
Go through them, run through them real quick.
Yep. So
first and foremost, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is probably Nintendo takes another E3 by default.
Yeah. They kind of do, because not only have, okay, so like the PS4 Pro came out and the Xbox One X came out, but those aren't new consoles, right? Those aren't.
They're just updated.
Yeah, they aren't new to the point of we can release a brand new line of games that wasn't on our previous one. Nintendo's gonna have this pretty much on lockdown for the next couple years, I would imagine, because they can
Switch.
With the Switch, because they can release like, oh, hey, yes, it is another Super Smash Bros. Game, but it's an entirely new Super Smash Bros. Game. Yeah. And it's for the Switch.
Yeah, like
I was looking forward to it.
I mean,
we wanna address the only issue with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
The tall purple elephant in the room. Waluigi wasn't present.
Poor. I actually would play as Waluigi, and because anytime we do when I play like Mario Kart, I'm either Waluigi or Baby Luigi.
Baby Luigi.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of. They should have had him.
I don't like. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I kind of think it was a mistake. Like,
they have Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's. I'm like, maybe he's in the game. He's just not on the box.
No. Okay, so
like,
so they've already come out and said like he's in the game, but you can't play as him. He's like an award or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So
well, that sucks. Rip all the more Luigi mains. There were dozens of you.
Hey, I feel like everyone is upset about it.
I mean, like, I think it's more of like a joke meme.
Yeah.
Than like people actually giving a fuck. But
yeah,
you know.
But yeah, so it should be I think pretty good.
Mm-hmm. We finally got the Fire Emblem Three Houses trailer, which I mean they announced that they were making a Fire Emblem game on the Switch like whenever the Switch came out, but
yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. I've actually not played any of the Fire Emblem games, but I do want to get into them.
Yeah, this one's looking pretty decent. There's gonna be new mechanics in it.
Yeah,
from the gameplay trailers that I've seen, but we'll see. I mean, my favorite mobile game is Fire Emblem Heroes. I've been playing since that launched last year, so.
It's a mobile game though.
Yeah, like, but it's a Nintendo mobile game, so it's like actually decent. Plus, it's actually done by Intelligent Systems, who makes the Fire Emblem games. Like, it's actually like the company making it, like not.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Don't look at me with your judging eyes just because I play mobile games.
the only mobile game I play is sometimes Pokemon Go.
Sometimes. But
we're getting another Mario Party.
Yeah, that one looks really good. And it's gonna have that like the two Switch capability. Like you can have like multiple Switches. I wonder if it's more than just like two. Like maybe get up to like 4.
Well, in here it's like you can have two Switch systems arranged. Yeah, it looks interesting. You know what? I mean, this is one of the ones I was kind of expecting them because you know they've. From launch, we had, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We had our Mario game. We had our Zelda game. Now it was only a matter of time before we got Smash and then another Mario Party.
And a Mario Party, yeah. You're right. Well,
But
should come out, what is it, October 5th release?
yeah, October 5th.
Cool.
So you're looking forward to this one a bit more than I am.
Looking forward to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I don't really know why I have like such a
I hope.
yeah. Well, I don't know what it is like I'm not sure if it's like a nostalgia kind of thing or I don't know.
Yeah.
I've always liked the idea of like Pokemon peripherals. So the fact that like, oh, you can get your own like Pokeball controller and you can like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think my disappointment is coming from the fact that it's not the game that they're going to be releasing probably, or yeah, it should release next year. If at the very least we'll hear something about it next year that actually continues on.
So
with the main...
I'm thinking we're gonna hear about the next Pokemon game like at the Nintendo press conference that they always do like in February.
Yeah, probably.
Like we'll probably hear about it then, and it'll be for like a holiday release next year.
Yeah, probably
I
around
would
December.
think.
Yeah, I mean, because they already the few videos that I watched about this, about the point where they released what this game actually was. Mm-hmm. They were saying, you know what, it's not this isn't falling in line with you know the main RPGs. Right? We're not moving into generation, I think 8. Yeah, because we're in generation 7 right now, so
kind of a remake,
but not in the same sense as Fire Red and Leaf Green.
No, it's not like a direct remake, but it is like it's going to take place in the Kanto.
Yeah,
Kanto, right?
It's taking place because from what I've seen so far, Red and Blue are going to have a role to play in it. Mm-hmm. So I'm imagining this probably takes place right after like they become champion.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it. I'll probably come over, I'll watch you play it, and then decide, all right, I'll buy the bullet. The only thing that kind of irks me a little bit, right, other than the fact that this is supposed to kind of revitalize Pokemon Go, get more people back to playing that.
Yeah, it's definitely like to promote it.
You get Mew just by buying the controller.
The well, okay, so like Mew's gonna come out like as an event later on, but you get like early access to him.
You do, but yeah.
But well, I'm just excited that Eevee has its own title now because that's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that Eevee's so diverse and all that, I can make it into whatever I want.
So which Eevee evolution do you like the best?
That's a tough like for looks or power.
Yeah, let's do let's
because for power it's the fairy version.
Okay, let's go up to because I don't know the very new ones, but let's just go up to the...
I don't know any of the I'd have to like look at it to see the names.
Looks though
probably the grass one.
See, I haven't played like I mean I am playing the current new one, or quote unquote new Ultra Sun, but I only really know the Eevee evolutions up to like the 2nd generation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
like that's the ones I know by name. Yeah. But like, okay, so Vaporeon used to be like my like go-to evolution for Eevee, but I don't know. She gets like a new type every like generation or two. So
see, I'm more of an edgelord over here, and I like Umbreon.
The Umbreon, yeah.
Yeah. I was thrilled to see that in Pokemon Coliseum, your main companions actually Umbreon.
Oh yeah.
But
I hardly remember that game, but I remember like really enjoying it.
Yeah.
One of the few Nintendo 64 games I played.
No, that was a GameCube.
Oh, was it a GameCube?
Yeah, you're thinking of Pokemon Stadium.
That's what I'm thinking of.
I played the shit out of Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2.
Did you remember the
you know the Magikarp game where you like press A a bunch of times and it would jump up and hit that?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the stadium throw where you're on like a football field and you have to throw Snorlax through the goalposts?
No. I wonder if that was in the second one.
Maybe.
I don't know. I remember the.
I just remember there was like a glitch where like you could like intentionally miss, and he would impale himself on the.
Oh Jesus!
It was obvious, like it was never supposed to happen,
Yeah.
but you could do it.
I enjoyed the lick-a-tongue sushi game,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's move on here. Death Stranding.
Yeah. Fucking Kojima. I hope whenever this game comes out, it makes more sense.
Okay.
than what we've been teased with, because it's like every time you watch a Death Stranding video, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like we're not getting much out of it. Like it looks like it's gonna be good, like from like what I've seen, but in that same vein, it's like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's how I feel about most of the things coming out at E3, just because I've not followed anything really.
yeah, I've been kind of in the dark this year for it. I get all the anticipations and all that. Last of Us Part 2.
So, I still haven't played the first one. I've heard the story is really good though.
Okay, so yeah, the story's good. The ending's kind of like it's obvious after a certain point. Like you see it coming.
I have an idea of what the ending is before you've played this game. Don't spoil it for me, but I think I know what you're saying.
Okay, like you're gonna see it coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you do play it, like play the DLCs and all that.
Okay.
With it, because it adds to it. But no, like as far as like the gameplay of Last of Us, I did not enjoy. It was too. Actually, the game itself to me was too predictable.
Okay.
Both the story I found predictable, and every time I came into a new area and there was just chest high walls all over the fucking place, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is a battle arena. Like, I mean, like there are games that do that, but some of them do it better than others. The Last of Us, I think, falls under the category of like it's too obvious. But
oh, Resident Evil 2, remake. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
7 was pretty good. So, I'm glad rather than going into like another new Resident Evil, they're remaking the older one. And I hope they go back and remake some of like other ones, just besides 2. Because I like the earlier games.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't played 1, 2, and 3. But I really enjoyed 4.
Yeah, 4 was really good.
I didn't like 6.
I mean, I didn't play 6. I watched somebody play 6.
I bought 6 because I was like, oh, this should be as good as 4.
No,
I was wrong.
5 wasn't as good as 4.
I ignored 5, and then 7 was good just because 7 was a different take on things.
Yeah, the first person.
Yeah, but
That one.
I actually played that for a bit in VR.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, I had to drink beforehand.
Oh god.
I had to prepare myself.
But it's going back to the camera style that it was in Resident Evil 4. So like
like what you see when you think of Resident Evil.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like Leon Kennedy. I think he's a good, decent character. So I'll be happy to play as him again.
You also see Claire.
Oh yeah, Claire's gonna be in here too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah. But Spider-Man.
This game. So I haven't actually seen the E3 footage. I've seen footage of this game a couple months ago. So I imagine like whatever they released at E3 is gonna be like even better.
I watched it. Okay. So the gameplay that they had, they actually showed off like the web slinging like through the city and shit. It's good. It's back. It's back. You ever play Spider-Man 2?
I did. That was one of my favorite.
It's just
games.
like that. Like the best part about that game was the web slinging, and they never did it again. I don't know why. I don't know why it took.
Did they bring Bruce Campbell back to narrate? I wonder.
I don't know.
That'd be really cool if they did.
From what I remember, like seeing, because like I was watching the gameplay like with a narrator like over it, and he was like describing what he did.
Yeah.
But like, so I didn't actually hear the fucking gameplay. I don't think they have a narrator.
I mean, it probably wouldn't, but the narrator, like Bruce Campbell was only there for like the beginning, like the tutorial.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that was pretty cool though.
But no, this is looking pretty good.
Yeah,
I will definitely be buying it.
I'll be coming over to play it because I don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Control. Next game from the studio behind Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Max Payne.
I haven't actually played any of those games, but I've seen gameplay from Alan Wake and Max Payne.
Yeah,
and they look like good games.
Oh yeah, I mean Max Payne, the most recent one, Max Payne 3, that was done by Rockstar. It was done by Rockstar.
Okay.
That one was decent, but it wasn't Max Payne like from back in the old days.
Yeah.
Like those games were they have a bit of like the gameplay still holds up, which is like that's something you can't really say from a lot of like PlayStation era games. PlayStation,
Yeah.
not 2, 3. Or was it 2? Were they on 2?
I don't know.
I think they were on 2. Max Payne 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
Like how they did the cutscenes, they did like it was like comic book style, but like they were like actual photos, and then they just like put like a comic book filter on them. So it was like those are actual people. So like it holds up really well.
Even to this day.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, for a game of that time.
Yes. Comparatively.
So.
Did you see the Overkill's The Walking Dead? Like what?
No. But anything with The Walking Dead in it, I don't really. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be based around the show, but it's made by the people that make Payday. I like Payday. It's a fun little game to jump into.
Oh, it's supposed to be staying true to the comic book source material. Okay, so it's not going to be like the show. It's going to be like the comic book. I'm down for that.
Okay. Well, you need multiple people. It's a co-op.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, just kind of like Payday, but instead of you robbing banks, you're killing zombies.
Not dying. But Maneater and
Seems like it's gonna ride the coattails of like Subnautica.
probably it looks like it anyway.
An underwater survival game. I mean,
you play. Oh no, you play as a shark.
ooh, really?
And that's about it. Okay. What?
Okay, that's actually really fun.
I want to play as a shark.
We'll just get Maneater when it comes out. Well, this will be a disappointment probably.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah,
People are super hype about it, but
everyone gets super hype about any sort of Assassin's Creed announcement, right? Like, I played 1 and 2. I enjoyed 1 and 2. I didn't play 3. I didn't play Origins. I own Black Flag. I played a little bit of Black Flag, but
yeah.
I hated the ship. I just I know that was the main thing for Black Flag was you're on a ship, but as someone who's not good at ship combat, I was just like, I'd rather be a assassin than a pirate. This is Assassin's Creed, not Pirates Creed.
Well, they should have just made a game that was Pirates Creed.
Yeah.
I like that was my favorite part of 4. Because that Black Flag was the last Assassin's Creed game that I played. I just kind of gave up on this. I'm like, okay, you're just releasing broken content
At this point.
All the fucking every fucking year there's an Assassin's Creed game. I understand that they've put it back now where they're extending production and all that, working out the bugs, thankfully. But
yeah,
it looks pretty.
I mean, the last one looked pretty too. I just don't really feel like playing Assassin's Creed anymore.
Yeah, it's just I've gotten away with it. Like if I want to be a assassin, I'll just play Warframe.
Or play a rogue.
Yeah, or play a rogue on Warframe.
Go gank some noobs.
But
feel good about yourself.
No, I'm so elite. But Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, there wasn't any new information on that.
Yeah.
Okay. New CGI trailer. Okay, cool.
I've seen people talk about this, and it seems like.
Did you play the first one?
No.
Okay. I did. I remember playing it. I don't remember anything about it. And other people are like, it's one of the best games I ever played. I'm like, I don't remember playing. Like, I know I played it.
Yeah.
I don't remember playing it. I know I played it.
This is one of those games?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It didn't hit me to the core or something.
Didn't really like click or anything?
Yeah. I might have been too young whenever I played. I might have to go back and try it again.
So we have the Division 2, which is just going to be as... they should call it the Disappointment 2.
The Disappointment 2.
You know, after about a month, it's going to turn back into what okay, don't get me wrong. I was pretty excited when I started seeing the stuff about the Division when they first announced it.
Yeah, so was I, but I saw that, like, first trailer. Remember the first trailer they put out where, like, people are, like, talking and shit?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, nobody does this. Like show me actual people playing this. Like, this is clearly fucking scripted and staged.
See, though, at the time I was playing, what was the other one that came out? Can't think of the name right now. Siege. And in that game, I was actually surprised with how well people actually coordinated with their team.
You had to. That was like the whole point of the game.
So I was like, all right, I could see it being like this because this isn't Call of Duty. I'm not expecting to roll up and hear someone, fucking my mom and like calling me black.
Well, like,
But no.
The other thing about the Division for me was that it was like, I mean, it was all stat based, but it was still like gunplay. Like
it tried to be like an RPG, but with guns.
Like, I can shoot this guy in the head. He's not wearing a helmet. I have to shoot him 56 times. Like, what? I had to reload.
That's because he maxed out his vitality.
No, fuck him. But
all right,
the Trials game.
Oh yeah, the new Trials game. I've watched people
it's
play
gonna be
it.
on Switch.
Yeah. I've watched people play some of the older Trial games. I haven't personally played Trials since
it was it was a flash game on PC.
freegames.net, and I would get on in my my computer class at school and just play that.
So they didn't know what a firewall was.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know, mine did, but there were sites that you could go to that specifically were made to get around school's firewalls.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, new Star Fox game. No,
it's Starlink, but they tease that Star Fox is in that game.
Okay.
If you don't know what Starlink is, it's the new toy-based video game. The funny part is it looks good.
Yeah.
But it looks good in the sense of this is an actual version of No Man's Sky that actually works. And you can play, and you have shit to do, and there's a story, and all. Like, that's like how it looks good.
Okay.
It looks like what No Man's Sky should have been. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What they originally had promised, and then
but you're gonna have to buy those like little toy.
So it's essentially kind of like amiibos and the Skylander.
In the same vein of the Skylander, like you're gonna have like your ship whenever you get the game, but you'll have to buy other like weapons and shit. Like you're gonna have like sets of like ships you could buy, and you can like interchange them and shit, and like kind of make your own custom.
I don't know, like that's just another way for kids to spend their parents' money.
Stuff. That's the thing. Like people love Skylander.
They do.
Yeah, you never been to a Skylander house?
No.
I forget what her name was. We worked with her before.
No, you can tell me later.
No, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But they had like literally all of them, and they were on like display. Like people get into it. Like there are people. It's not just like little kids. Like people like Skylanders. I mean, I've played it. Like I have nephews. I've got Skylanders for them, and I've played the game with them. Yeah. And it's like. Pretty good. It's your classical platformer kind of thing. Looks, it's fun. But yeah, Starlink's gonna be it's No Man's Sky, but good.
I might actually check that out then.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. When it's October.
October, yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, next we have The Elder Scrolls 6.
Yep.
No title yet because they don't want to ruin where we're actually going, because there's a bit of speculation. I've heard that this is Hammerfell.
What's the other zone besides Hammerfell that it could be at?
I can't think of the name, but where the High Elves are from.
Oh, Somerset Isle?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know. It's based off this picture right here. I don't think that we can make a solid guess yet, because someone was like, oh, but you can see the coast right here and there's mountains, and then someone else was like, but here's a map of Tamriel. If you look right here.
Oh, Hammerfell's not on the ocean?
No, Hammerfell is, but the issue is there's like 6 other places that could also be this.
Well, every one of the fucking zones is connected to the ocean, so it's like, okay.
But it's like trying to find like mountain ranges. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm kind of leaning towards
Hammerfell.
I kind of hope it's Hammerfell too, because like there's a bunch of like universe lore that they haven't really touched on there.
I mean, obviously, it's not going to be the Argonians.
Unfortunately,
I'd heard a couple years ago that they were. It looked like they were going to tease that it was going to be let me script the name, because I think I get like their home location mixed up with a zone in World of Warcraft. So it's either Zangarmarsh or the Black Marsh. I think
Black Marsh.
Yeah, I think Zangarmarsh is in World of Warcraft.
Zangarmarsh is, yes, it's an outland. It's the second zone that you get into.
So the Black Marsh,
with
the Argonians, there's a little bit. It was like 2 years ago, I think. They were like, "Hey, I think we're gonna get more information, and it's gonna be Black Marsh." But looking at this now, no,
it's clear that I see sand. I see small shrubbery.
Yep,
and mountains
and water.
And Black Marsh is in a bog.
Yep.
So we'll see. Like
Cephalon cast his expert opinion that this is not going to be the Black Marsh.
it's not the Black Marsh. No. Like that's the thing that Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Remember that one?
Yeah.
You ever play that game? It's old, so I would guess that you haven't.
No, I played a little bit of it, but not when it came out, but after, I went back.
Yeah. So that was a very alien fantasy zone at the time. So we know Bethesda's not.
They're not against.
They're not against going to an alien sort of zone where it's like this isn't. It's not Skyrim. It's not mountains, trees, whatever. But this looks more like desert, crater, shrubbery.
Yeah. So, I mean, so that could be Hammerfell. That could be where the orcs are from.
The orcs are from all over the place.
No, there's a main place that the orcs are from. Because when you when you start Skyrim up, you make an orc character. They're just like, we'll make sure to send your remains back to whatever.
They just send you to one of the strongholds that's in. I'm fairly certain the orcs are just nomadic people that are all over the place.
We can check on that later. But
I'm a little rusty on my Elder Scrolls lore.
I mean, I definitely Elder Scrolls is one of those games where there is a lot of lore there, and I haven't taken the time to get into that lore like I have with other games. So I do need to go back and.
Did you see pull up my Facebook real quick? Did you see that meme I posted 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fitting. You want to read it off? It's the meme where it's the different brain sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. Siding with the Empire, small brain. Siding with the Stormcloaks, bigger brain, slightly enlightened. Siding with the Reachman, super enlightened. Siding with the Thalmor after 300 hours of lore study, realizing that they are the only people that can actually redeem Tamriel of Lucron's original sin and return the correct mortal plane into a state of immortality by deactivating all the godly towers and wiping Lucron's creations off the face of the earth.
Really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I did. It still gets it. I posted that like 6 days ago. I still find it funny.
But
Anyway.
no, I mean, yeah. I just hope that we get some more information with the Dwemer.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, obviously, they were a big part of Skyrim just because there were so many fucking Dwemer ruins, but
Yeah, but and on the same topic of Bethesda, we can go into Starfield. I again did not watch E3, so what I'm literally doing right now is looking at a list and giving you guys my opinions. But I know that this is supposed to be a
bit of
sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's sci-fi. You're in space.
Yep.
So.
But and it's supposed to connect the worlds of Fallout and.
It's
Skyrim.
been rumored to.
Rumored. Oh, okay.
And it's gonna be like a. This is the planet that Fallout's on. This is the planet that Skyrim's on. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like within the same universe, and I mean they've kind of already done it with the Nern route, but that might have been just an Easter egg.
Probably.
Yeah, but we'll see.
And then, of course, the biggest thing for them right now.
Yeah, and the only thing that I'm excited about.
Fallout 76.
Yup. West Virginia.
Yeah. The map is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Yeah, and you're gonna have like a couple dozen players.
I'll probably check it out. I might enjoy it. Okay, so what they're doing right now with Fallout 76, and now I will separate Fallout 76 from the Elder Scrolls Online, because the Elder Scrolls Online is basically an MMO with a Skyrim theme on it, or maybe not even Skyrim, but just Elder Scrolls skin slapped on top of it.
Yes.
Right? I wanted an Elder Scrolls game that you could have like 4 or 5 people just join you locally, and you can go through and you could play. And it sounds like Fallout 76 will do that, but in the Fallout universe.
Yeah. So like, well, that's like exactly what it is. Like you can group up with like up to 4 people, and then go do whatever. But the thing that Bethesda does, and they've done this every fucking game. They're always testing, like, every game that they put out has a prototype for something else that's going to be a big deal in the next game. Like, that happens every fucking time. So, obviously 76, like, it's the... Because I guess early on in the production for Fallout 4, they played around with, like, oh, what if it's co-op? Right? But it just kind of, like, went by the wayside, and then, like, through the game development, they just were like, it doesn't really fit. So they passed it off to... the Bethesda Studios that's in Austin, Texas. This is their game.
Okay.
But so it's just the idea of what if Fallout was multiplayer.
So real question here. You gonna get it on PC?
Yeah.
Or Xbox?
I don't have an Xbox.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you only have a Switch and a PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why? It's all you need.
I unfortunately spent all my money and I have all of them.
Yeah, no, I have a house payment.
So do I.
You rent.
There's literally
it's
no
not
difference.
the same thing.
It is when it's not your money.
That's true.
So, okay, Doom Eternal. So we're gonna sequel to Doom. I need to actually go back and play the Doom remake.
It was good.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the like videos on it and stuff, and Doom was one of the games that I would load up at school and play. Like,
yeah, Doom's one of those games for me that's always been like one of those like big like stress relievers. Like,
yeah, just sit down and enjoy
shit.
Rage 2 because
nobody asked for this.
Wolfenstein Youngblood, so I don't know if this is going to be a sequel or something that like predates the other Wolfensteins.
It's going to be co-op, so we'll see. I didn't play 2.
I watched my roommate play 2. I liked it. That was my first experience with the Wolfenstein games. I didn't play the New Order, but Wolfenstein 2 it looked pretty good. I like the story. I like that. Is that part that you can beat the shit out of Hitler?
Oh, you're playing as BJ, the main character from the last 2 Wolfenstein games.
Okay.
You're playing as his twin daughters. that can play with solo or co-op.
Interesting.
It's a good thing you had twins.
Yeah.
1980 Paris. Cool.
All right, so next on is basically Elder Scrolls mobile game.
I could see that being good. We'll see. I mean, like Fallout Shelter was a surprise hit, but yeah.
Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of hype. I've actually not been following this, but I've been following the internet and all of the hype for this game.
Yeah. So it was announced like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Still an awesome trailer. I guess it's like technically a really good music video, honestly. But yeah, like I'm hyped. CD Projekt Red, they'd really have to fuck this up because like a lot of people are supporting them. Even with their like recent, I don't know if you've heard the drama behind, like they had like a you know, the website Glassdoor, where like if you're an employee you can like write or whatever anonymously. They had a couple like bad reviews on that, like it was a terrible place to work, whatever. And it's like, yeah, but they make good games.
You know what? My dad has always told me something about online reviews. The only people that are going to leave reviews are going to be dissatisfied with the service.
Yeah, exactly.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad.
Yeah.
It just means that
they
this
didn't
person
like
had
it. But anyway, this is what their next project was after Witcher 3. It's going to be a huge game, so hopefully it's good, like how The Witcher 3 was.
Yeah.
I would be down for a futuristic quest type, whatever. Halo Infinite, whatever the fuck that means.
I don't know if this is going to be another sequel. I don't know if this is going to be like...
Okay, so it literally looked like it was just a like engine trailer.
Yeah.
Like they had Fallout 3 with it, but it's obviously on a new gaming engine. I wanna hope that it's the PC online game.
It's not though, because you see right there, platforms Xbox One. No, this is another continuation on to the series.
Yeah, but he's wearing the Mark II armor, so this happens somewhere between Halo. It would have happened between Halo and Halo 2, probably, maybe. I don't fucking know. Like, that's the Mark II armor. That's not the current Master Chief armor. That's like what he was wearing in Halo 2. So
we'll just have to wait for more stuff to come out about it then.
yeah, I still want them to come out with my fucking PC game, but you know, it's whatever. But Gears of War 5.
Never played Gears of War.
I stopped caring after 3.
Now, this one, a lot of people actually probably aren't too interested in the new Devil May Cry game. So it's Devil May Cry 5. It's going to be following up on Devil May Cry 4, which, surprisingly enough, is the only Devil May Cry game that I haven't played.
You play as Nero in it.
Yeah.
Apparently he's also featured as a playable character.
Yeah. But yeah, I played 1, 2, and 3 back in high school. I really loved it. And then when DMC came out, I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. I obviously like this game series a lot. If you look at my name,
Virgil.
Yep. Yeah, this was. I mean, I pulled the influence from both Inferno and Devil May Cry. But,
yeah. I hear you.
Which, you know, Devil May Cry pretty much gave an homage to Inferno.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that should be fun. I mean, so you were saying Doom's a kind of a stress reliever for you. Devil May Cry is a stress reliever for me because it's one of those games where you can just sit down and kind of...
And see how high you can get your combo.
Yeah. The story's decent too.
Yeah. Oh, Devil May Cry 3 is one of my favorite games. Definitely like my top 20.
Just, you know, don't watch the anime.
I don't think I watched the first season of the anime. I don't remember. Oh, okay. I don't remember it, so apparently it didn't stick with me, but I remember watching it.
They make Dante super annoying.
I remember him being like was it emo or just
Well, yeah,
like
he was
fucking...
emo eating pizza and all this stuff. I don't know. It's whatever. But okay, so Just Cause 4, probably gonna be a good game. I don't play Just Cause. I don't really.
I mean,
like that. The games like Just Cause and Far Cry don't interest me.
yeah, like those infinite sandboxes where there's always shit to do and.
Dying Light 2. Ooh, I don't think anyone was expecting this.
No. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect Dying Light to get a remake, like to get a sequel. I mean,
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be one of those games that it's like,
I thought it was just a one-off.
yeah, like this is good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard anything about Dying Light in a while. I played
That game came out.
2014.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Jeez.
I played the shit out of that game.
I tried to. I've tried to get back into it too. Now that I have a better computer that can actually like hold up the graphics without getting like ridiculous frame drops. That was like my biggest thing. Huh?
Are you too scared?
Yeah, okay, so that game was one of the ones that legitimately scared me. Like at times where it was like the first time you're out at night and the Leapers show up. And it's like, oh, okay, I'm fucked.
Yeah, okay, so that, it really was. Even playing with other people, it was always like, it's nighttime, I don't want to go out. Don't make me go out. Oh shit, I hear it outside. I'm not ready for this.
Well, it was always terrifying, like where it was like, you're running, trying to get to like in between safe zones or trying to get to a safe zone because you were out too late and the sun went down. So it's like the Leapers come out and they're chasing you. You know they're chasing you, and like you can hear them behind you, and you're fucking running.
You don't want to turn around,
and you have your headset on with surround sound, and it's you just try to get there, and you get there, and you jump through, and you're in the light, and you turn around, and they were right there, and you're like, oh, thank gosh.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit that scares me. Like remember that Slender Man game?
Yeah.
I fucking hated that game. So like that game legitimately terrified me because it's like he doesn't come right out and get you. No, it takes his time. Like just fucking
like the Leapers.
Yep. It's like they will just chase you and not about that life.
Guess it's time to address the key-shaped elephant in the room.
I know you're hyped for it.
I would not say that I'm hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. I say that my hype and my dreams died
3 years ago.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this game for what is it, like 12 years now?
Something like it. Like it's been a stupid amount of time. I was still in high school, whenever Kingdom Hearts 2 was out.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a long time for this, and them just toying with my emotions over the past few years, being like, it's gonna come out. We have to push back the release date, and it's I want it to come out so I can play it and I can be done with it.
Yeah, I would not bank on a Kingdom Hearts 4 BT dubs. Guess with their production.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but it looks good so far with some of the additions that they've done. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to being able to play in a Toy Story world.
Yeah.
And some of the other ones like Monsters Inc. Didn't see that coming.
Can't wait for that Rule 34. Made you think of it.
Then you have like Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, we'll see how that second movie kind of go. It kind of looks a little.
I don't know.
I like the first one, but
yeah.
I mean,
Disney decided to really flex during that.
Yeah.
But and then like Tangled and Frozen. So far, just a lot of releases for Disney stuff. That's fine. I'm curious to see what kind of characters from Square is going to be in there.
So like I'm sure Lightning's gonna show up, just because like Square loves her too much. Like I'm sure she'll show up. I'm trying to think like who hasn't been around.
Well, okay, so basically 13, 14, and 15 came out after Kingdom Hearts 2.
We had characters from 10 at the time. They were in the...
the younger selves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sephiroth will be there. We know that.
Sephiroth and Cloud have to settle the differences.
They have to show up in a Kingdom Hearts game because Sephiroth will be one of the hardest bosses to beat, and you get the...
Well, there was only 2. It wasn't 1.
You can fight him in 1.
No, you can fight Cloud in 1.
No, you fight Sephiroth in 1.
Oh, I need to go back and do that.
Yeah.
Was it after you beat... No, actually, no, I remember that now.
Yeah,
because
you
it's like
fight him
after
in the
you beat
Coliseum.
Cloud. Yeah, and you go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so, though. Sephiroth is... He was... I did not enjoy fighting him in 2.
Yeah, no, that was a hard fight. But I'm sure...
We're gonna hopefully see maybe some of the characters from 15.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. But...
I didn't even... Okay, so I'm sure Sydney will show up just for the fan service. You can probably expect her. Alright.
Let's see, a disappointment of a Star Wars game. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which the name is... Well, the name was misleading to me because when you want to talk about a Fallen Order, I was thinking more Old Republic era, not in between episodes 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just get over the prequels already. Move on.
We'll see. EA should not have the Star Wars license. I'm sorry. Like, they just shouldn't.
Yeah.
Anthem's gonna be most likely a disappointment. Like, it's not gonna play like how they're showing it. I
think too many people are hyped over it, thinking it's gonna be like, this is what Destiny should have been.
Oh yeah, like I look at that game and I'm like, that's a shittier Warframe. And you can play Warframe for free. Like it's like,
and it's
like,
not made by EA.
Yeah, and it's not made by EA, so it's like it's clearly fucking better. But
then again,
yeah,
BioWare is also working on it, so they might have some good stories in it. But on a game centered around what I don't imagine is solo single story player like gameplay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But
Unravel 2, which is out now.
For the 3 people that care.
I know a few people that play Unravel. Dead or Alive 6.
Because boobies.
Tits. All of the tits. Anything else?
Hitman 2.
I work with the guy that looks like the main character from Hitman.
Does he have the tattoo on his head and everything?
No.
See, if I looked like the guy from Hitman 2, I would
get the
tattoo just to fuck with people. And you know the barcode would read if you were to scan it. Just be like, no, it wouldn't be that. Be like, haha, gotcha.
if you're scanning this, you're too close.
Yeah.
Ew.
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, we've already expressed our disdain with Battlefield 5.
They can literally just fix everything if they're just like, this is in an alternate universe, but it's World War II-esque.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, but like, let's just put Kratos and an amputee. Like, and it's not that I'm making fun of amputees or the fact that it's a woman. I'm not making fun of that at all. It's the fact that it's a woman amputee that's in World War II. You didn't you can't.
Well,
you
okay.
can't even, she has a hook for her hand.
Let's move on
She's got a goddamn hook for her hand.
Let's move on to an even shittier game than Battlefield 5 will be, which is Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 4, which is the only redeeming quality about this game is going to be zombies.
Well, this one's going to be done by Treyarch, right?
Well, yeah, all the Black Ops ones are done by Treyarch.
Yeah,
but
so it'll probably be decent.
No, Black Ops 3 was shit.
I didn't play Black Ops 3.
Ghost was shit.
Did Treyarch do Ghost?
Yes. Activision's done Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. Treyarch's done World War II, or World at War,
Nope.
Black Ops.
Apparently they're going
Ghost.
off of the same vein as like Overwatch and stuff. So like you're gonna have like classes.
Yeah, it's also supposed to have a battle royale mode because why not?
Yeah, we'll see. But the zombies looks decent.
Yeah.
Seeing as how it's set on the fucking Titanic.
Look, my favorite. So honestly, because like, I really like playing the World at War ones. Mm-hmm. But by far my favorite zombie map has been I think it was in Black Ops 2. It's either in Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2. I can't remember, but it's when you're on the movie set for like they're filming and the zombie of George Romero shows up and chases you.
Oh yeah.
I love that map. Not to mention the hidden song on there was an Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah. I still like the ones from
World at War?
Black Ops 1.
Or the first. Yeah, those were good too.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
115 is one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah. Kino was amazing. Mm-hmm. Kino was a great way to kick that off.
Oh yeah, with the zombie maps. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me and my buddy Nick would that was like our almost nightly routine. It was like we'd get off work, we'd go to the gym, we'd come back, drink, and play that game. Like,
So my friend and I, and this was our, we didn't go out and party. We were nerds. So in high school for New Year's, like I said, we wouldn't go out and do anything. We would just hang out New Year's Eve.
yeah.
And we would play zombies. We'd play zombies, and we found this really shitty Norwegian zombie movie on Netflix called Dead Snow. So we would also watch that.
That movie's like a cult classic,
Yeah.
dude. What are you talking about?
So we'd also watch that. But we would always go on Der Rise, because we played World at War.
Uh-huh.
And we had this method where it's like, all right, run around for like the first like 10, 15 waves, and then we would upgrade our guns in the pack-a-punch, and then go up on the there was that one room that you had the catwalk, and
Yeah.
they couldn't get in from the left, and the only way up was in front of you.
Uh-huh.
So we would both have like the pack-a-punch bars, and I would one of us would have the Wunderbar, and then the other person would have the upgraded ray gun. So we would just sit up there for like 40 rounds of just that until we got like overran. But no, I mean, I will probably only buy this for zombies.
Yeah, same. But
Yeah, I mean according to this list, that about covers what E3 had to offer.
yeah.
Granted, I mean, we may have missed some games, maybe some smaller games, possibly some better games than what we had previously mentioned. I mean, looking at you, Anthem, it's not going to be hard to beat that. But if you do feel like we missed something, don't blame me or Hildy. Blame Connor Sheridan, who is a staff member at Games Radar.
We're gonna get hate mail now.
From Connor?
Probably. Then they'll probably say on Twitter that, we sent him death threats or something like that. Like, I love criticizing games. Anyway, yeah, man, big week. It's been a big week.
It really has, and I've been we've talked about E3 stuff way too much. We should dive into what you want to talk about.
Oh man. So where to start with Warframe: The Sacrifice?
Yeah, really, really good story.
Oh yeah, like it's quick. Like you can probably blow through it in like an hour. It took me like 2, but if I was like really, really trying, I could probably get it in like 1.
Like 2.5, but like you don't need to like.
No, like you don't need to spend
the
6 fucking days. Like it's supposed to be a quest.
Run through in an hour, you'd be like, "Well, I waited for all this for an hour." It's like, well, No, there's so much lore in there that you need to.
Well, some people
enjoy
had that exact complaint where it was like, oh, I waited 3 years for this. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You got the War Within. You got like all like.
Quest in between there.
Oh my god, yeah. So many fucking Warframes, so much extra content. They redid the star map, like all this shit. It's like, yeah, Umbra was teased 3 years ago. We finally have him, and he brought so many goddamn answers with him.
But
and
also
then
so many
opened
more
a bunch
questions.
more. Like, oh man.
All right, first off, let's break this down because just before you proceed, spoiler alert: if you haven't done it,
If you haven't done it, go fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, or watch somebody else do it because
it's really good.
So good.
First off,
you should experience it yourself. But
first off, let's just talk about the story. How do you think the story went? All right.
okay, so the story went very well. Like as far as like the first arc of the story quests in Warframe, this was a perfect ending to it. Like, they did everything I wanted them to, and then more. I was not disappointed at all at any fucking point. Like,
I know some of the things we kind of predicted happened, and then
we did
other things happened.
We predicted a lot of things, so one of them was bound to be right. But
yeah, but and then there was stuff that, you know, out of left field. I mean, like, one of the biggest things you find out is that at least the Umbra frames are made by people.
Well, okay.
Of people.
Yeah. And then, well,
it's that was first, but that wasn't the only surprise to happen in this quest. Like, it wasn't like, you know, the second dream. Oh, you find out that you're actually a kid.
Yeah, like that.
Right.
That's like, oh, you're not that thing that you keep changing in your arsenal. No, you're actually a small child.
But that was like the big,
that was like the big reveal.
No, the fact that the Warframes are people isn't the only big reveal in this.
Yeah. So it's like, anyway, so it starts off right. Warframe Ballas. Ballas is obviously working with the sentients. Okay, so like, you go from there. Go investigate. You get Umbra. You actually build Umbra. You actually fucking build him. And then you start finding out, you know, some backstory between Ballas and sentience and all this other shit. You build Umbra. He freaks the fuck out, tries to kill you.
Yeah.
And then flees.
Chase him down.
Yep. Like,
Get your ass kicked for a bit because fighting with Umbra as your operator.
oh yeah.
It's like
You have to fight him with your operator.
It's like let me drain your shield. Oh wait, you just did your combo. I can't move.
No, he's radial javelin. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm dead. So like Umbra itself, like Excalibur Umbra, like that came out of left field. Like I was, people had predicted, oh, it's just gonna be an Excalibur skin, like all this. Like no. Okay, so Umbra comes out. They actually took Excalibur Prime's stats and they made them on par with Excalibur Umbra. So they have the same stats, but what they did to separate Umbra from the other two frames is give him Umbra mods, which I was not expecting. I never thought that, oh, just have that one have special mods that no other frames can really utilize. Like,
Yeah, we can go more into what's important about those mods in a little bit, but
oh yeah,
but okay, so I mean, another huge thing about the Umbra frames and I'm saying Umbra frames because we're probably gonna get
like,
more.
For sure we're getting
Yeah.
more. Like this is obvious. Like, they obviously set it up so like the Umbra frames predate every other fucking thing. So we thought the primes were the original ones.
No.
Nope, turns out they're not. The Umbras were.
Primes are what they got right.
Yeah. The primes are like second drafts, new editions and shit. And then like the base models are like fanfic versions of the prime frames.
But yeah, I mean, so like the biggest thing that I'm seeing from this Umbra frame though is you can use transference, and he will run off and do his own thing while you fight.
Yeah.
He's a buffed up Spectre.
Yeah, well, an actual like functioning one, which is great. But so Umbra himself is a Dax soldier that was given the Himmelith infestation, I guess.
Sure. It's the infestation.
He was given the infestation, but only just became infested and was able to, like, become the Warframe. So, like, there's just so much. There's just so much.
Good.
It's just so good. But
and then, I mean,
Umbra still has a mind, whereas, like, what Ballas was trying to do with the Warframes was just wipe their minds and make them slaves.
I mean, they realized that didn't work when they first released the infestation on the sentients, because it was like, hey, we built biological weapons, so we're gonna use that against you. And then they realized that, oh wait, we can't control the infested. The infested started attacking them, and then the same thing happened with the Warframes. The Umbra Warframes, they couldn't control them, even though they were like, well, we sort of wiped their minds, but then they turned on us.
Yeah, and then that's whenever the Tenno came into play. But going off the sentients, we actually have some fucking backstory on the sentients and what the fuck they are. Okay, so obviously the Orkin made the sentients to go through the void to the Tau system, which I think we're going to at some point in the near future. So the sentients go all the way through the void to the Tau system. They get over there, and they're like, oh, it's beautiful over here. The Orkin are going to fuck it up. So they go back and start the old war. And then the Orkin are losing the old war. They're losing the war, so they make the infestation. The infestation then turns on both of them, so then they try to correct the infestation. They make the Warframes. Warframes are uncontrollable. Okay, then they bring the Tenno into play, and then the Tenno go and fight and kill everything. And then the Lotus pops into existence and puts the kids into the second dream.
Yeah.
Kind of wipes their memory a little bit. We get some of that back. But man, like,
there's just so much story there. I mean, we didn't go all into it, but like the fact that Ballas actually betrays the Orkin.
Yeah, he was playing with the double agent.
Yeah,
like, which I'll have to see what his motivations were, but like, we didn't get much insight into that. Like, everyone just assumes that like Ballas loved Margulis, but I don't know. Doesn't really seem like that.
Yeah, he loves someone, and there's a line there is a line in the part in the new quest when you're looking at one of Umbra's visions, because he's like, your last memory that you're gonna have to relive over and over again is the one that you love dying, which is what I have to deal with. That's all I see is the one I love.
That's right. He does say that, doesn't he?
But are they talking about Margulis or are they talking about Natah? Because Natah has technically not been there.
That's true. I don't like. Obviously,
again, more questions have come from the answers we've gotten. But
well, I remember like people were wondering, like, oh, this is the end of Arc. Like, it's going to tie up all this stuff. Like, where are they going to take this? It's like they have so much to go off this. It's like
this is only the beginning.
Yeah,
really.
Like, we're gonna be playing Warframe for a long time. Yeah. I don't think it's going anywhere, and they're really solidifying themselves like as
storytellers.
Yes,
and the fact that you were saying that they tried something out where they're like, we're only gonna give ourselves like this much time to be able to push this out.
Yeah, like Sacrifice was done in like a month and a half, like done, like completely done, like all the motion capture, all the shit, and it was good. This is some of the best motion capture that's been in any of the quests. Yeah, and like I said, like they knew all of their plot holes, they filled in most of them, and then gave us new ones. So it's like, okay, give me the sequel. Like I'm already craving the next part.
So we could possibly see these story quests coming out sooner than what they have been.
I'm hoping. Okay, so we don't get Lotus back. She's not Lotus. She's Natah.
Let's just talk about the ending of that real quick.
Yeah, because we'll jump to the ending.
Yeah, that was one of the second or third like big kind of twist that happens with this story.
They always give you fucking twist. Like it's like the I think the War Within was the man in the wall talking through you, and it's like, oh, what the fuck was that? That's gonna come up later. But I also like clearly the man in the wall is going to be a factor coming in because you had to have played Chains of Horror to play the
Sacrifice.
old you had to play the Chains of Horror to get the Apostasy prologue,
Yeah.
and then to play the Sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, so that is needed, which, but we can go into that in a second. Let's just address
Nata. Okay, so she's not Lotus. She's not her. She's not her. Ordis even like points that out. It's like it wasn't her, was it? Like okay. Plus, Ordis seems to be fixed.
Yeah.
He got upgraded for a little bit and seemed to be talking with two voices, and then boom, it's back to Ordis halfway through the fucking quest. I have to investigate that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the Lotus was talking to us at the beginning. Because as soon as you start the quest, she calls out Tenno. So it's like, okay. And you go over and you touch her helmet. And then, she shows you shit.
But yeah, I mean,
But
that's I know where you're going with this theory, but no, the ending.
go there. The ending. Nata. It's straight up Nata. Like fucking sentient Nata. Like she's all fucked up. And
she tries to kill you.
Yeah, they try to kill you. Like
it's not Space Mom.
No, that's not Space Mom at all. And she just like picks up Ballas, who I don't think died. I think he just got stabbed and.
Well, no. Also, the fact that he's an Orkin, they don't die.
No, like he's coming back. He's obviously coming back. But oh god damn it. Yeah, it's fucking Nata. And like she calls you Starchild, right? She doesn't even call you Tenno.
No, she does call you Tenno.
Does she call you Tenno?
Yeah.
Okay.
She called me Tenno.
No, but the fact that okay, so the term Starchild came from the Red Veil chick.
Yeah.
That was talking, during the Chains of Horror quest. She calls you Starchild, right? Ordis stops calling you Operator and starts calling you Starchild while he has that special voice. Mm-hmm. And then he goes back to Operator.
Well, yeah, because if you think about that, I mean, there's multiple things that could mean, right? I know, it seems like that just came in your mind.
Yeah.
This also just came into my mind. When you go talk to the Red Veil chick, she's like, yeah, we've been communicating with Haro because he's the one that shows us the way.
Yeah.
But or not necessarily Haro, but
Rel.
Yeah. But she wasn't the first one to do it. Her mother was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what happened to her mother, but
no, it's like they pass it down like through generations of the Red Veil.
There's some relation there. Or what I was thinking, because it's calling you Starchild, that second voice sounds like it's a mix between Ordis's voice and
a female
voice, so possibly maybe Margulis, because you found this the Orkin technology that had all of Ballas's memories in it.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can turn Ordis, or whatever his name was before Ordis, that guy into a Cephalon, what's stopping him from putting Margulis inside of another?
Yeah, you mean like a helmet?
A helmet, or this codex thing. Or even making her a Cephalon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so after you stab Ballas, you have an option of saying something to him, and depending on what you say, like I think he reveals some stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things that he says is like you say like this was inevitable, and he's like yeah, like this is what she's predicted. It's
I told him to squirm like the
maggot he was,
and he was like, I am but the rock and she is the hand.
Yeah, I am but the stone and she's the head. Referring to that fucking what the hell is that stone game that you play during the quest? Starts with a K. It's an actual game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as soon as we started playing this, I was like, Steve, you and your appreciation for Asian culture. I understand Last Airbender's your favorite thing in the fucking world.
Listen. I want to be able to get one of those game sets on my ship. I think that'd be pretty fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be an idea, because you can invite people to your orbiter now. You can sit there and play the game. Oh, that'd be really neat. We should put in. I'm gonna put that on the forum.
Yeah. Link this. So, hi Steve.
Yeah. Hi Steve. Please do this.
Yeah.
We'll see you at TennoCon.
we can ask you at TennoCon.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
But no, it's just.
And then of course, this is directly setting us up that we're gonna like you said earlier, we're gonna go to the tile system. We already, like, I'm almost guaranteeing that we're gonna go based solely on the fact that if you look at the Umbra mods, they have a tile resistance.
Yeah, tower resistance, and it's like to sentience, right? Like it's like,
and I think you have damage against sentience.
Damage against sentience, something like that. Like it's like, okay, this is setting us up, and they did a really good job with the cinematic for Umbra, like where you actually like get his perspective on all this shit. And it's like they did a really good job of setting it up, because now we have an idea of what happened to the Warframes and like how they became the Warframes.
Yeah.
So now, just for instance, we go through the void into the tile system, and like, you know how like we scan for
His parts.
Yeah, you scan for his parts. And you remember, like, on every planet you scan Cephalon fragments and then you get stuff for Ortis?
Yeah.
It would make sense to me that would be like the new way of getting Warframes. It would be like, oh, you go to the tile system, you start doing missions, you find parts, and then you scan all of them, and then you can make another Umbra.
So rather than, boss fights.
Yeah. Like, it wouldn't have to be, like, tied to a boss fight.
Yeah.
And like, we don't need a story quest for every fucking Umbra frame. Like, in my opinion, we don't. We don't have a quest for every base frame. Why do we need one for every...
I mean, it'd be interesting if we got kind of the base frames we don't have quests for, if we started getting Emperor quests for.
Yeah. I mean, like, the one in particular I would like to see would be Valkyr.
I want Rhino.
Rhino would be interesting too. Like, I mean, again, so like that snippet from fucking Rhino Prime, that like little story that you get, whenever it's like about him, going through destroying all this shit, and then he goes into the transference room,
yep.
And then
calms
down. It's like, okay, well that was clearly like, I used to think it was like a Juggernaut or like okay, no, it makes more sense now that it was Rhino Umbra. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, because that's exactly what you do with Excalibur Umbra. Like, you go into him and you calm him down, then you become one with him. Mm-hmm. And, dude, that I fucking teared up. I'm teared up now thinking about it. I was like...
And, so, speaking of that, because your operator says something when you're kind of listening to the codex, you cut it off halfway through because it goes into talking about like how the Tenno go in and control the minds.
Yeah.
Your Tenno already cuts it off and it's like,
yeah, it's
no,
like,
I already know what to do.
I know what I have to do.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we as the player are seeing this perspective of them going into the mind and calming them, but this may not be the first time that they've ever done that. Like, they might be doing this with all the Warframes.
Yeah, that's like how I took away from it too. It's so like, that's like what the transference is. Like, it's you're going and calming them down and then taking away their pain. I was like, oh. Dude, it's just so good. But, like, okay, imagine Valkyr, right? Like, because people have been complaining about that the entire fucking time. Where it's like, oh, the Yosemite skin's supposed to be her original form, so the Prime version should look more like the Yosemite Deluxe skin than, So, like, the base model for Valkyr. Valkyr's story is always that she's been tortured, right? Okay. So, like, the Valkyr base model. It has corpus elements to it because Alad V did experiments on her. The skin looks like it's been ripped off and that it's been put on the hyena. Yeah. So like she looks fucked up. All right, that makes sense. Bam. One of the biggest complaints that I saw was whenever Valkyr Prime came out, it's like, oh, she doesn't look that much like the Yosemite skin. Why does she still have the restraints and everything on? Like, this is weird. Like this is bullshit. Like they're retconning shit. I don't think they were. They're waiting for the Umbra frame for Valkyr. That's the one that's going to look like the Yosemite skin, or at least more like it. It's going to have that, like, primal fury to it. It's just, that one's probably going to be tortured too. Like, if it's going to have a mind of its, like, I hope. And Steve's already said, like, there's going to be an Umbra series. Like, there's going to be an Umbra series. Like, I can't fucking wait. But, man, like, they can do so much with this. Like we can actually, like, see, like, if we can assume that the Umbra frames were, like, the first edition frames, like we could get
way more backstory.
Oh yeah, they could do so much with this. Because okay, so Excalibur Umbra, his stories, he was forced to kill his son. That's why he's fucked up.
Yeah.
He's unbridled rage or fury. It's like Rhino could just be a Juggernaut going through. It's just so much. And then Valkyrie could have been tortured, and that's what she's dealing with it. Like, okay.
Yeah, there's just so much. Like,
yeah.
I know you said earlier, Limbo could be one of the Orkin researchers.
Because how that was set up. It's like, okay, Excalibur Umbra, he was a Dax soldier.
So it's like they don't necessarily, because he says
they don't necessarily have to.
He comes out and Mal says that the Warframe, volunteers or not, meaning they took people against their will to do it too.
Yeah.
That like it, but they're probably not prejudiced with who they take.
Yeah, like it makes so much sense where it's like, okay, like that's a person. I need to go back and play through the Silver Grove because I feel like there's a person there that was like related to the frame of Titania that was like friends with the person that ends up becoming the presence that's in the Silver Grove. The one that Titania came back and defended.
I haven't played Silver Grove, so
yeah. Well, and also whenever you go back and play those quests, it's like, yeah, they would have just called them by their name because there wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a reason to have them separated by models.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you would just called it. You wouldn't have called Excalibur Umbra. Excalibur Umbra, you would have called him Excalibur, right?
Just like any of the other stuff, like Octavia.
Yeah.
And,
Gara. I have a feeling that all of these Warframes that we've seen acting on their own within the quest, because it's whenever you hop out of your Warframe, it's not acting on its own. There must be transference going on. It's no, but now we have the answer. It's okay, that was a person that still has some form of consciousness in the Warframe.
And the biggest takeaway from that point, right, that they're people that we talked about last night, was I think we've had it wrong with the Stalker. He's not an operator, but he very well could be a Warframe, someone that was infected. That was
No,
so
that's definitely
we might see some stuff where we do some transference into him. I'm not thinking we get I'm not saying we get
okay, so I don't. Yeah, we're not gonna get the Stalker
as a Warframe.
I would be that would come out of left field for me.
Yeah,
but
we can get some insight. Transfer into his mind. Yeah.
We could see what he actually we could totally get some Stalker backstory. That'd be cool.
I was thinking from the start that you were gonna find out that he was a Tenno.
It would be cool for the Stalker if we find out that he was one of those tribesmen that Ortis was. One of the Beast of Bones, because there was more than just Ortis. That was a culture thing that he came from. They were all assassins. So maybe. That would be cool. I don't know. I'm just theorizing. Yeah. But man, there's just
so much more.
So much
more questions.
Yeah, but just the fact that they confirmed so much of this other shit. It's oh, okay, we didn't retcon anything. They just gave us answers that we didn't have this before. Now we have it, and everything else makes fucking sense. The fact that Limbo kept that he could have been an Orkin researcher and just jumping through fucking time doing bigger calculations, and then boop, destroys himself. Okay, where did he go? Probably the Tal system. He's all broken up. We have to skip I hope that's actually how they do. I would appreciate that. Because the fact that they you had to go around and scan for Umbra. I'm this is the setup for how we're going to get the other frames. They're just going to show up in missions. You'll have to scan the parts and then you build it. And I hope it only takes 10 seconds like Excalibur Umbra did.
Probably not, but it was nice that it was already maxed out when we got it.
Yeah, it comes pre-installed with a catalyst and all that shit.
And I could be wrong about because obviously I don't have Excalibur Prime, and I don't really remember this on Excalibur. You can mod the Exalted Blade.
Oh, that came with the that came with this patch. All of the exalted weapons
Can be modded now.
can be modded now. They're modded separately.
Ooh.
Technically, Mesa got a little bit of a nerf, but it's still strong as shit. And I'm not complaining too much, but like
There's just...
yeah, like it's
We're
just so
gonna
good.
hopefully find out some more stuff at TinnoCon in a couple weeks.
Oh god, I hope they fucking tease something just completely new.
Yeah.
Because it's like I want. You're still stuck with synthesized space mob. I'm kind of hoping we get something with that.
Yeah, we
sooner
can like
rather
move
than
on
later.
from that. You know, either Ortis takes over the role for it. You know, maybe Teshin kind of a, because you know Teshin has been a mentor along with Space Bomb, because those have been like the only two people that have been like, I'll show you the way and help you.
And when Space Mom disappears, the last time she abandoned us,
Teshin was
he
there
shows
for us.
up. Yep. So it's like
Maybe the man on the wall. That'd be that'd be kind of terrifying. Or my favorite that I would pay money for, Clem. Could you just imagine that? Like just like
yeah, he comes up just Rocketa. And then it's like, but like you hear that, but then like there's like a full fucking paragraph underneath. It's like translated.
we
like,
have tracked down
we have tracked down the target, capture them, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, Clem came from the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that for like the longest time. I just saw it in a documentary.
I saw it on the wiki.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I love Clem.
Yeah, I love Clem too. Still the best Spectre.
Daka.
Daka.
But
Oh man.
this has been a longer episode.
Oh geez.
Yeah, like I said, we spent a lot of
have
time
been
talking about
talking for-
E3.
Yeah.
But
No, it was the week for E3, and
it was we could do the community somewhat justice, giving our 2 cents on some of the games that they released. Mainly everything is shit.
yeah, just not a hype E3 this year.
No. But they all can't be winners.
No.
But no. So next week, expect our podcast to be mainly covering some BFA. What we've seen in PTR, what we've seen in change, like the beta.
Yep.
Talking about changes, what to expect. Just kind of a more informative episode on just, you know, hey, you know, this is what PvP is going to be like, you know. But yeah, what about you? You got any closing remarks, Hildy?
Mother, I'm coming home. Just shoots off into fucking. We know where she's going. She's going to the Tau system. Why would you fucking? She's gone.